Welcome everybody. We're going to get started in just a minute. I'll give people a minute or so to come in. Welcome everybody. This is Mike Matheron, live Forex trading with analysis, tips, and tricks for just at the end of closing the day here on the 13th of June. I'll give people about a minute or so and we'll get to the hour. Okay, let's get started. For those of you who are on YouTube, feel free to add your comment in the live comment box on the right hand side, and we'll be sure to analyze. Just a quick recap of the last session. We had a pretty good session, and after that session I actually did a quick overview about hedging and catching one end and getting the other end. So we actually closed this euro yen on the downside, and if you watched that video, the actual closing should have been at $41, $42. So this should be another $15 here, and then we closed this end right here at 35. So we actually made money off that while we protected our position. We also had the dollar Swissy. We made 7 pips on that one. The euro dollar, we made 26 pips on that. Pound dollar, 38 pips. Aussie dollar, 36 pips. The euro yen, that was a secondary hedge. If you take a look at the video, you'll see it. We broke even. And we lost both ends of the Kiwi Swissy. I wasn't actually watching, unfortunately. So overall, we were up very nicely. We're up about 0.7% on the complete portfolio, which is really good on this size of portfolio. Okay, so let's get started and see if we got anything off the Asian session, something that we could work with. Okay, a reminder that every Saturday and Sunday at 6 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, we teach you how to trade from scratch. And if you want to download the actual platform that we're using, it's absolutely free. The Traders Hideout platform, there's the link right there. If you want to be part of the panel, just add me on Google plus Mike Matheron. Feel free. And let's see what we got on the euro dollar. See if we got some action that we can take care of. Now this is one of the times that we do start to look at making sure that we do not take long-term trades that could end up into the weekend. That's pretty important. Okay, so 1 hour chart, 28 pips on the up, 30 pips on the down. We could go for a two-end hedge right here, like we did before. We could do that. Let's do that. For those of you from the USA, you cannot trade a hedge. It is not allowed by the National Futures Association, NFA ruling. So do take a look at the video that does show you how you could do cross-currency hedging. And we're going to set this up for 25 pip limit, 25 pip limit, 2-to-1 TPSL, meaning that we got 12 pips after the 1 pip spread that we have to pay. So I'm going to do a submit plus. Okay, and now I'm going to change that to a sell, and I'm going to do submit. So we got ourselves our two-way hedge, and Aussie dollars next. Okay, we're going to chug along here fairly quickly. So 2-hour chart. This is a perfect opportunity, I think, for a buy, but we'll see that shortly. We'll see if that happens. 26, 27 pips. Let's bring up a 4-hour chart. See what that looks like. Yeah, we could see up and up and a down. I actually don't mind doing an actual, because it is ranging, so I don't mind getting both ends here. That's okay too. So can do that. And the spread is around 2.5 pips, which is okay. And we want 10,000 units. We want 30 pips. We want 30 pips, 2-to-1 TPSL. We're going to do submit plus. Click that, do submit, and there's our two orders. We're in, both ends. Next one up, EuroCAD. EuroCAD wasn't that attractive, but let's see if there's anything going on there. It's just, it doesn't have a lot of risk reward for us. It's just not there. No, not trading that. Next one up. If you have any requests on YouTube, feel free to just ask for them. Okay, and looking at the dollar loonie, dollar CAD, 13 pips down, 21 pips down, not tradable. Next one up. Let's go into the yen stuff, into the Asian currencies, and we'll see what's going on there. Bring up the 1-hour chart. Nothing on the 1-hour chart. Not tradable. The yen's been not tradable for, it hasn't been tradable for a while. Dollar yen. Let's look on the euro yen. It was pretty much the same thing as well. You can see that there's 30 pips on the downside here, perhaps, maybe. And on the upside, there might be 15 pips, and it's. We could do a hedge right here with a 20 pip with 2.7. Yeah, we could do that. Bring up 10,000 units, and we're gonna go for 20 pips. We're gonna do submit plus and a submit. Okay, there's our buy and sell. Alright, next one up. Aussie Swissy. Okay, no problem. Let's bring up the Aussie Swissy. That is the thumbnail. Let's bring up 1-hour chart. 1-hour chart. Look at that. Bum, 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 bum. We should be looking for like a. Oh, that's nothing. We could look for a rise, but it is not tradable from what I see. I'd be looking for a retrace here. It's pretty strong support. We could go for 30. Spread is 4.5, so if you're going for 30 right here, you could go for 30, but just so you know, you don't have much room to go down on the TPSL. Okay, and I'm just doing that a straight buy. Okay. And ASEAN. Okay, if you have any requests on YouTube, go right ahead and use that live comment box on the right hand side. And request, we also got it down here, 23.24. This could be interesting on the ASEAN. Do a straight buy. We're going for 25 pips. 25 pips, 10,000 units, 2-to-1 TPSL. Always check your portfolio impact. And I'm doing a submit plus on that. Okay, again, I always say this in every session. Don't be alarmed when you see the reds, because we have to pay for the actual pips for the brokerage. There's no way around that, you know. But when at the end of the day, when you take a look at the overall profits, you should be up, right? If you do good money management. Okay, so if you take a look at here, you know, you got this 28 minus 26, so that sort of eliminates these two, and 35 and 6, which is 41, which is these two. So we got up about 70 here altogether. Okay, and part of it is hedge too. That hedge worked out really well on that Euro-yen. Okay, and let's take two more. Okay. One last chance for those of you on YouTube. If you want anything analyzed to see if we can get a signal, just use that live comment box on the right hand side. And what's that last one that you wanted? Swiss yen, CHF-JPY. No problem. Let's bring that up, 1 hour chart. It does have a range, however, that spread is pretty high, and if you're going for the downside, it's okay, but if you're going for the upside, that only leaves you with about 10 pips if you're going for that, if you're shooting high. If you're shooting for that sell, that's okay. If you were to shoot for a sell, you could do 25 pips, 30 pips even, but I don't know, I just don't see enough juice on here. Let's bring up the 4 hour chart. 64 pip. On the 4 hour chart, you could go, but it can go both ways. Here, let's do this. You're gonna love this part. Okay. Yes, I am doing a hedge. All right, and we're not getting greedy. We're only doing 35 pips. No, we'll do 40 pips. It's okay. We can do 40 pips. And because we're paying 4.2 pips, we're going to go either way. So I'm going to do a submit plus, click on that, and submit. And there's both our Swiss yen, sell and buy. Sell and buy. We do have a few hedge trades here. Okay, and let's see if there's any more on YouTube. Okay, otherwise we're going to sign off for the day, and we look at those. Okay, you should look at, once this video goes up, you should look at all the closed for the explanation that I went through in the beginning of the session. Some of you joined fairly late in the session, so go back to the beginning. It should be up in about 5 minutes or so. And a reminder, Saturday and Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, I teach you how to trade absolutely free. And you should download this free software from the link right on the top. And it's almost in pretty much every video. Make sure you Google plus me, plus Mike Melro. And let's do the last one. Aussie Swissy, right? That's what you asked for, Aussie Swissy. Let's bring it up. See if there's any juice here. 1 hour chart. Ooh, hello there. Nothing. 1 hour chart. It looks nice, but it's nothing. Let's bring 12 hour chart. 12 hour chart could look interesting. So you get this support here. It could look interesting for 20 pip. What's our spread like? 5 pips. No thanks. Gone. And I will do one last one. I will do the Kiwi Swissy, NZD CHF. Okay, and we should see a 30 some odd pip. So let's see what that looks like with our spread. Spread is 3.1. So we should be shooting for around 40 pips. 40 pips will mean 220 minus the 6. Let's say we get in at 6. So that'd be 14 pips on the stop loss, which is fine. You know, you could do a hedge. You could do a hedge. And then go both ways. So go both ways, do a 40 pip. Okay, my original instinct is just, you know what, here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to do a halfway hedge, a 2-to-1 hedge. So I did a submit plus on the buy because I do think it's going to go up, and I'm going to do a sell, but only for half of that amount. Okay, so you will see now the buy and the sell is actually half that amount. Okay, so because I am favoring the buy. But that is something that we learn when we do the hedging. Okay, you do not always do a 1-to-1 hedging. Okay, hope to see you in the next session, 7 a.m. Eastern Time, noon Greenwich Mean Time. This is Mike Metherell. May the profits be with you. Make sure that you add me on Google+, and make sure that you do thumbs up on the videos. And subscribe if you haven't already done so. That way you get all the news and updates, and that's absolutely free. Have a good night, everybody. Bye for now.